And welcome back for the grand final of Auckland GPT, thanks to GUF Shepparton, and thanks for the last time for allowing MTG grinders to record all the matches, including the grand final. It was a fantastic day. I'm here with Trent, and Trent, what can you tell us about the grand final matchup?
So we've got Kynan on the left. He's been piloting Sidisi Whip all day. He's actually been crushing it, playing really well. I watched him in the, quarterfinals against Jeskai Ascendancy. It is a favourable matchup, especially game 2, game 3, but he played it really controlling.
And that was a marathon match, wasn't it?
It was very, very long. There was a stage where he had four caryatids at 2 courses. The bus was literally parked, and he managed to fight through it. And he finds himself sitting against Luke, who we've seen on camera repetitive times, and on his Abzan aggro list, and he's been Luke all day. He's very solid, playing very good Magic, and hopefully in for 3 really good games. And it looks like we're off to a pretty good start. Both decks doing exactly what they want.
And unfortunately, we haven't seen Kynan all day on the top table, but he's certainly here now, and being the grand final, that's exactly what matters.
That's right. Doesn't matter where you get, as long as you get there. You had the character done too. We've Reclamation Sage in the main deck. That's an interesting one. Maybe a bit of a medical. I do know that a few bits and pieces like the Star City
crew.
Yeah, the Star City Championships. Duke, I believe, was running one. And
people have been tinkering with a race and things like that in the main, but I think Reclamation Sage is a much better choice,
especially for the Sidisi, the Sidisi Whip deck, as opposed to like the Abzan Whip deck.
Alright, and here we come out with a Thoughtseize. We can see Hero's Downfall.
Double Rhino again.
Double Rhino, and what's that one in the middle? Is that the Reclamation Sage?
That's a Death Dealer.
Death Dealer?
That's a Rakshasa Death Dealer. So 3 lands, so he's caught off the Siege Rhinos.
So it's very aggressive Sidisi Whip.
I wouldn't say...
With the Death Dealers in there.
No. This is the Thoughtseize from Whip.
Right. Yep.
We've been watching Luke Thoughtseize everybody so
yes.
often that you think that that's the other way around. No, this is
so we've got
Thoughtseize from...
So we've got Luke on the right.
Yeah.
Playing the Abzan.
That's correct.
With Kynan on the left.
That's it.
I'll get my bearings in a minute.
That's it. You got it.
Alright, so what do you take here with the Thoughtseize?
It really depends on Kynan's list. If Kynan's running Ashiox, like a really full package of Ashiox, then the downfall is really relevant. If not, he is caught off. Luke is caught off his 4th land. So the Siege Runners have a potential to be stranded in Luke's hand.
So you take out the Death Dealer to try and reduce the amount of damage that you're taking early on.
I don't think he has an answer. He does have the downfall.
And hoping he doesn't get his 4th land anytime. Well, at least not next turn anyway.
Death Dealer can just be a problem. I feel like Kynan thinks that Death Dealer is more of a problem than Siege Rhino in the matchup, and that's not incorrect. As all Kynan wants to do for this entire game is resolve Hornet Queen. If Kynan resolves Hornet Queen, this game is it's not over, but it is incredibly hard to find answers. Actually, no, I lie, because Luke's running main deck Barbblight, so he actually has an answer to that. If anybody watched Patrick Chapin try and verse this list in Worlds, game 1, Shenhar resolved Hornet Queen, and it was done. Chapin had Ajani, I think he had Windmate Rock, he had Siege Rhino, he had Brimaz.
But he just couldn't get
past the bees. He just literally couldn't do anything. 1/1 Death Touching Flyers is absurd. And that's what this deck aims to do against. Actually, Luke's made a really good metagame call, I suppose, especially against this. His deck suits up a lot better because he has Barbblight in that game 1.
Yep.
So Kynan may not know this, probably does. They've been on the top tables all day, so they've probably been able to glance back and forth. But the Barbblight is a good call. Like I said, it certainly gives him the game that he needs. As Luke's coming out of the gates really strong, actually. Now I bother to tune in. Double Fleece Main and Siege Runner. He found that 4th land. The Siege Runner comes in. We know there's a 2nd one, so... And
the Caterers aren't much blocking power against either of those 2 creatures.
Yeah, well, he's on 6 life.
He does.
He's dying.
He does have the whip in hand.
Yeah, but what does it do?
And
Nothing.
And a downfall in hand.
This pressure is...
So this turn, it's from Kynan's point of view, it's downfall the Rhino and block a Fleece Mate.
Ooh. Apparently not. We're going to toss the board.
And this is why I'm not on the top table.
He's going to throw his board, so he throws the Caryatids away, saves his life at 6. Here comes another Siege Rhino, puts him down to 3, and
Ooh.
this super aggressive start from Luke is just really off-put this deck. And I suppose that's I never really talked about Luke's line, but that's all he wants to do.
Yeah.
He just wants to kill Kynan. He literally
He wants to bash and bash before the whip
he wants to put
the
that
Hornet Queen comes online.
a solid curve with solid creatures and just beat down. And this is exactly what's happened. There goes game 1. Super quick. Luke off to a really good game 1. And that's actually where Luke wants to be. Luke wants to win this game 1. The game 2, game 3 gets